Hey, Kate, are you excited about the fact that like HBO Max? I know we've talked about this before, and I don't think you're currently a subscriber.
I'm not currently, but go ahead.
Okay, this may lead the way for other people to do so, but the idea that Warner Brothers is going to be releasing movies on HBO Max the same day they're available in theaters next year.
Ooh, I have heard that.
So Christopher Nolan, you familiar with Christopher Nolan, the director?
He does a lot of like the Batman stuff, right?
Right, he did all the Batman films. Inception was one of the early films of his that was a big hit. Tenet was the big one that he released most recently.
That's it, yeah. Okay.
He's not pleased about this.
He's not happy that it's going to HBO Max?
Yeah, he does not like this idea that these movies are going to end up on HBO Max the same day that they're in the theater. I want to share his quote. Some of our industry's biggest filmmakers and most important movie stars went to bed the night before, thinking they were working for the greatest movie studio, and woke up to find out they were working for the worst streaming service.
Oh, no.
So he's a big, you got to watch it in the movie theater kind of guy.
Well, didn't Scorsese have a big pity party or temper tantrum about people watching movies on their phones?
I don't know, but if he was the one, he's also the one that released the Irishman or whatever to Netflix.
That's exactly what it was, the Irishman. Yeah. He was not happy about that.
Oh, I figured that was his decision.
No, I think it was him saying, I didn't create this movie. I didn't direct this movie for a cell phone screen. I think it was specifically cell phones. Like, I don't think he threw a fit about like iPads or whatever, but when they said people were watching it on their phones, and he was like, this is not how I created it or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. He wasn't so much angry with the fact that it was available on Netflix. He was angry with the fact that people were making the incorrect decision once it was there?
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
But he's a big Apple guy, isn't he? Didn't he do Siri commercials when it was first out?
I don't know.
I feel like that's somewhere tucked away in my brain.
Okay.
But I didn't know HBO Max was the worst streaming service.
Well, I can see why he's not liked it historically, because I've been waiting for it. It's not available in 4K yet. It's not like you can't watch films in 4K/HDR until the new Wonder Woman comes out Christmas Day, and then that'll be the first day that it's available to watch 4K on. So that has been a disappointment of mine. Since I got this really fancy TV, I want maximum resolutions.
Maximum.
And so finally they've committed to that much at least. So maybe that's why. I don't know. But his biggest issue, Christopher Nolan's biggest issue with the fact that HBO Max will be releasing films the same day they're in theater next year, is that they didn't really even pay lip service to anybody. They didn't consult any of their creators, if you will.
Yeah.
So
I can see that.
The biggest reason I wanted to bring this up to you was, what do you care or not? One way or the other, whether it's available in both locations at once or not. Because we both have talked about how we're not going to be in a huge hurry to get back to the before times when the after times arrive.
Not in a huge hurry to get to the movie theaters. No. And with everything that we've got at our fingertips right now, even with new movies coming out, Matt, I still think that we've got plenty of stuff to get us through until those new movies make it to the streaming services. But we've been really excited. We've got Disney Plus, and there have been some really cool new movies that came out just to Disney Plus, and whether they were meant for the big screen or meant for Disney Plus, I don't know, but I've been really enjoying them. So I'm just not in a hurry to get to the movie theaters, Matt.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
No, not really. Once upon a time, I wanted to find the fanciest theater to watch all the things. I wanted to go to the one with THX and the best screen and all that. Now, these days, not really. I think maybe I've slowly trained myself to be more of a shut-in. And back to Christopher Nolan, the specific director that's most prominent and upset with HBO Max doing this same-day TV set, same-day movie theater release, is that he shoots a lot in Imax. Once again, for that whole, we want to get the maximum experience for you kind of deal. So he really is on the, that kind of the cutting edge in that kind of sense.
The idea of IMAX, I think, is awesome, but I am not a good IMAX viewer.
Okay.
Explain. It kind of makes me nauseous. Like, it's so
really?
big. It's so in your face. It's, every camera movement or switch, it's like, oh, nope. It messes with me. So,
because it fills up your entire view, your entire field of vision.
So there's a couple of times that we did IMAX at the zoo, and I had to leave and go get a breath before I came back. So, but you know what movie theater I have, or what movie experience I've yet to experience that I really want to, but now I don't know if I will because of movie theaters, is the ones where your seat shakes. You feel like you're in the movie. What do you call that, Matt?
And there's wind or something too? Will they have fake wind or no?
I don't know.
I don't know what that's called though. I don't know if there's a specific technology.
There's a movie theater in Topeka that had opened around Christmas. I think it was last year or something, right around when Ford versus Ferrari came out.
Okay. And
I thought, that would be a cool one to see the movie in that theater because, you're racing and would your seat, bounce like you're in the car? Not like a roller coaster, like it's going to tilt to the left when you're taking the turn or anything. But they actually had to shut down that particular theater because a couple of the seats broke from that movie.
A couple of the shaking seats?
Yeah. So I never got in there.
Okay, I've been looking at Tremor FX, maybe?
Is that it? That sounds...
Tremor FX is a technology for movie theaters that incorporates dynamic vibration into theater seats to give moviegoers an extra level of engagement in every movie.
I mean, I think that's cool, but if you start getting too specific, like smell-o-vision, I'm out.
Not into this smell-o-vision idea?
No, don't need smell-o-vision.
I'm trying to summon a scene right now that would be good. Oh, yeah, like Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
You know the scene I'm talking about? That wouldn't be very, very good on smell-o-vision.
Yes.
I'm trying to not... I love how I'm trying... I'm trying to not spoil Shawshank Redemption.
I mean, really, how old is that movie? If you haven't seen it, it's your fault.
No. 1994.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a classic, though. I mean, well, every day someone's born that hasn't seen The Flintstones, Kate, or The Godfather.
Or The Godfather. And there's a new Godfather coming out.
There is?
Yeah.
Is it
with Al Pacino?
It's like a prequel or really?
No. Yeah, it's Yeah. I think it's going to theaters.
What? It's a sequel with Al Pacino?
Yeah.
I don't know if that works based on the plot line in the end of Godfather 3. Unless he's just I don't know.
Hold on. I didn't think I was making it up.
Oh, it's going to be a trademark. Matt and Kate are Googling the entire show, edition of the show.
The Godfather Coda, The Death of Michael Corleone. Godfather 3. The Godfather Coda. Yeah.
Oh, okay. When's that supposed to be out?
I was thinking this weekend.
What?
Yeah. Like December. Release date. December... What is wrong with me? Why are there commercials on? Hold on. Mario Puzo's The Death of Michael Corleone.
Oh, so it's just a re-edit of Godfather 3, basically.
Okay. This is ridiculous.
Come on, Kate.
Scratch it. Why are they putting commercials on? Why are they talking about it?
What are you talking about?
There's commercials for Godfather. Maybe it's a remastered, wait for it. Mario Puzo's The Godfather Coda, The Death of Michael Corleone. Watch the film in theaters December 4th.
And then it says available on Blu-ray December 8th, so you can now get it on Blu-ray.
Yes. I didn't make that up, right? That's not the old Godfather remastered, right? This is the epic saga.
This is Godfather 3, which was far and away the least popular of the Godfathers, being re-edited.
Newly re-edited. This is lame. Why would they do that to me?
Well, I don't know, but...
Tricked me.
You hurt my brain.
I'm sorry, I hurt my own brain because I was thinking Al Pacino looks like hell, but this is Al Pacino looking like hell 30 years ago.
And now the listeners can be all, oh, it's nice that you guys can join us in the Hurt Brain
The listeners are just like, Kate,
via your show.
It's not like you don't have anything else going on. Get it together.
Right. We got some feedback on multitasking.
Oh, yeah?
From Shelby. So I am listening to your guys' morning show right now, and Matt and Kate are talking about multitasking and how doing too many different things at once is impossible. Well, I just had a thought on that. I'm a 911 operator. I just want to give you a little insight on what we do because we are multitasking gods, apparently, LOL.
Yes.
So when you call 911, we answer, obviously, but what most people don't know is that we're also working on radio. So I'm listening to you on 911. I'm also typing what you're saying, and I'm also listening to my officers in my other ear, and I'm listening to the Matt and Kate podcast. She didn't say that last part. I just added that.
She didn't say that.
No,
Shelby.
that was me. That was me.
Oh, Shelby.
I did that. Sorry. But yeah, Kate, if you could start listening to our podcast in like your third ear, that'd be great.
Right.
And typing on another part of the screen what they're saying. So at the same time, when someone is screaming about their emergency, I'm also listening to my officers telling me where they're going, what they're doing, asking me to run plates. We're highly trained in multitasking, and I wouldn't change a thing.
Way to go, Shelby.
Yeah,
you
so
are
Shelby,
a rock star.
Special kind of breed there. I don't think I could pull off all that multitasking.
No, I think Shelby and the people who do Shelby's job have to be a special type of person, because could you imagine somebody coming in that can't multitask? I don't think they're going to last very long as a 911 operator.
Right, yeah. Hold on real quick. So the person is saying, right, just go back and forth like that, yeah.
Wait, what's the problem? I got to type something.
Yeah, let me write this down. I need to write this down first, and then I'll transcribe it, and then... There you go. If you have feedback like Shelby did, you can hit up the Matt and Kate Facebook, and you can write into us like that at your convenience, because you might be taking 911 calls and can't pick up another phone to call in, you know?
Shelby, you're a rock star.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work.
And by the way, I was joking about Shelby also. If it wasn't clear, I was joking about Shelby also listening to our show with rapt attention.
That would be terribly irresponsible.
While actively taking phone calls and talking to the cops and the first responders and such.
You know, if there's some slow minutes, maybe catch a minute or two of Matt and Kate. And then when you get a call, push pause. Come back to us later. I get it.
Boom.
Boom.
Just like that.
I did do dinner while listening to a podcast last night, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That wasn't crazy dinner. I mean,
Is this a murder podcast again?
Yes, it was.
It wasn't the Matt and Kate podcast?
I had already listened.
How dare you? Oh, okay.
I know.
Well, that's good.
I had already listened.
Listen a second time.
Right? I mean, a third time, because I was there the first time.
You got to really nitpick every little thing you say, you know, and
I do that enough,
and learn not to do it that way again. So you were listening to murder while wielding a butcher knife and chopping up some dinner?
No, while what do you call it? Mixing my ground beef. So it's kind of like getting in there.
Of course, it was beef.
Of course, it was beef.
What were you making? Meatballs?
We did hamburgers on the griddle last night, and they were so good.
Okay. Thought maybe
Toasted
after we were
buns.
talking about the spicy meatball yesterday, that maybe that got you.
The offensive Italian stereotype that made me hungry for spaghetti.
But no.
No, not it.
Yeah.
It was a cheeseburger night.
Sounds good. I could go for that right now.
I know. Cheeseburgers and tater tots and a salad and a big glass of milk.
Damn, that sounds good. Yeah. You know, a cheeseburger actually for breakfast sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially if you throw an egg on there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think kind of a smash burger kind of approach is good for the breakfast smash burger with a egg over easy on there.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There you go. Now, do you do cheese with your egg burger?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, if you're getting really wild, you can throw some peanut butter on there too.
Peanut butter and the egg?
Sure, why not? Go
okay.
nuts.
Because I've done the egg burger and I've done the peanut butter burger, but I've not done the peanut butter egg burger.
I think it's pretty good. I enjoy it still. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you want maximum number of drippage.
There you go.
Maximum amount of drippage. Peanut butter and an over easy egg on your egg burger. And then you can enjoy dried egg and peanut butter off your forearm for the rest of the day.
Maybe a bib.
Come back for snacks.
Yeah. Sounds like a Bib Burger.
Bib Burger. That's a good idea for a burger, actually. That's a good burger name, Kate.
Thank you.
I'll take a Bib Burger, please. And it's got maximum drippiness to it.
And it comes with a bib. You're going to need it.
It's only cooked bloody, you know? So there you go.
Yes.
Bib Burger.
Yes.
Feel free, any restaurateurs, feel free to go ahead and rip that idea off, but just make sure you give Matt and Kate credit on there. Inspired by the Matt and Kate show.
Absolutely.
Will be the first few words in the description of the burger.
Matt and Kate said.
It's free. Free idea for you. I hope you're okay with me giving that idea away for free, Kate. It was yours.
I thought it was okay. Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
It's good.
You're not going to demand a cut of sales or anything like that?
Nah.
I tell you what, the number of free ideas we make it rain upon the world, Kate, I think is just striking and underappreciated.
I agree. It's our community service, maybe?
Yes. It's the closest. It's the closest thing to it.
I don't want a portion of the sales. I just want whenever I come in to be like, hey, it's Kate, and get my free Bib Burger.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they could print a photo of our show art. If they could have that be on the plate, you know?
Yes, so you could eat off our faces.
Yes.
Make a happy plate so you can see Matt and Kate. Oh, right. See what I did there? You're welcome.
That's really good, Kate. Oh, my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
On a roll here. Anything else? Are we just pressing our luck at this point?
Now I've got pressure. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, pressing our luck, exactly.
Homemade gifts for Christmas?
Homemade gifts for Christmas.
Are you doing any?
Are you going to make any gift? I don't know. Matt, I am a lost cause. I just have not done any shopping at all. Zero. And I'm a little inspired to do like homemade gifts, but I also don't have the time or the energy to do the homemade gifts. So it's kind of, I feel like I'm going to lean on Matt and be like, here's cash. I mean, there you go.
Right. Yeah, my homemade gift is the checkbook.
I feel so defeated. And it hasn't even happened yet, but I feel already defeated.
Make a personalized card.
Personalized card. Yeah, there we go. Last year we had last year we did do a homemade gift from our family. Like the girls did some art and they did it at school. It was part of a project and I think it was kind of a shady fundraiser because they could take their art and then you could buy their art through this company. Like you could get aprons or you could get, poster size or you could get a mouse pad or you could get a keychain, like all these things that you can get their art on. So instead, I just took their art and I went to the printer and I had a bunch of prints made and some cards made. So I framed their art and I gave those as gifts last year. And it was a really cool project that both girls did. So it's not like stick figures and a rainbow. No, it was pretty cool. So we did that last year and I'm thinking maybe I just need to have them sit down at the table and whip something up real quick and we'll do it again. Because I don't know.
Yeah, you've mentioned before about struggling with Christmas shopping this year. How much of that is inspired by the fact that we're in the we're between the before times and the after times, and how much of that is just the fact that you guys are in the apartment when your new house is on the way in a couple months or whatever?
If we're going to weigh things, I'm probably going to go with 60-40 as far as like pandemic and the apartment.
Okay.
Pandemic, I'd like to give the girls experiences for gifts, but they can't really go do things because of the pandemic. And apartment, I'd like to give the girls things, but for God's sakes, man, we don't need any more things. And we're, got to find a place we got to get rid of things to get new things. And so, yeah, I'm struggling both.
Yeah, the fact that you've got the whole family of four in the 2-bedroom apartment and you've got a living room fridge should really illustrate to people the confines of your home.
Living room fridge and a elliptical in the living room too. So, I mean...
And then luckily your apartment also has an enclosed garage, right?
Yes.
So you have a deep freeze out there, is that right?
Yes.
Did I have this right? Okay.
Yes, we have a deep freeze in the garage.
I'm curious how many people have deep freezes that have apartments. Can't be too many, I wouldn't think.
I was kind of afraid it was against the rules. And I was like, we're not going to ask. We're just going to wheel it in, plug it in, call it good.
Yeah, is that on a different grid than what you're paying electricity for? Or
I don't think so, but I don't know.
you think it's tied to your electric meter?
I don't know how that works, Matt.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'd have to think about. I mean, do they charge you to open your garage door? They didn't charge me for a new garage door, so I'm pretty happy about that. Because I backed into it.
Yeah, didn't you say it started lowering itself on you, though?
Yes, it was not working properly, but I had not called it in because it was still like working, but it wasn't like, it didn't become a problem until I hit it, Matt. So I was just kind of surprised they didn't say, yeah, but you hit it. So they've been pretty nice. We have a really nice clubhouse where they have a hot chocolate and coffee bar 24/7. But since the pandemic, it's been shut down. It's kind of sad.
Hot chocolate coffee bar 24/7.
Yeah, it's like one of those fufu dispensers, but they have really nice creamers and things that you can add to your hot chocolate.
It's a fufu dispenser?
Yeah, it's got like 30 options that you can push.
Yeah, I would just say that's more like a gas station style dispenser or something, right?
I don't know. It looks
maybe I have the wrong definition of fufu, and I thought maybe it was frou, which I may be wrong on as well. I thought that implied something that was like overly fancy or something.
Well, I feel like it's fancier than a gas station.
Well, it's fancier by virtue of the fact that there's fewer people accessing it, right?
Right. Yeah. Looks really nice that nobody can use it right now.
Frou, a rustling, especially of a woman's skirts, to showy or frilly ornamentation. Frou.
Okay. I don't know that I ever do frou. I always say fufu.
Fufu, spelled F-U-F-U?
F-O-O-F-O-O.
The term fufu refers. The term fufu.
I can see where you ask me that, Matt.
The term fufu, yeah, knowing you with your potty mouth, Kate. Exactly. The term fufu refers to any ground provision or a combination of ground provisions that have been boiled, pounded, or mashed, then formed into balls.
I am
it's
way
one of those
off.
Foods that came to the Caribbean through the region's African descendants. And then fufu, spelled F-U-F-U, is... Oh, that's the same thing. Okay.
Way off. But you knew what I was saying when I said fufu.
Well, Urban Dictionary, adjective used to describe anything that is just a little too frilly, fancy, or, quote, upper crust. Fufu. So there you go, Kate. Eventually you got there.
I'll get there.
Urban Dictionary. Once again, the only dictionary that matters to Kate is the urban one.
That one makes me so nervous.
The Urban Dictionary. Yeah, let's see.
You say, let me look it up on the Urban Dictionary. It's like, oh, I don't know if I want to hear it or if you can say it on the radio.
I'm scrolling through to see if there's alternate definitions that are offensive, and no, it doesn't seem to be.
Nothing offensive?
No, they're all having to do... Oh, yeah, no, here it is. There's one that's like a name for a lady's...
Bleep.
I don't think so.
Not where I was going. In the 2024 Olympics, there's going to be breakdancing as an event.
Great.
Yes. The president of World Dance Sport Federation said, today is a historic occasion, not only for B-boys and B-girls, but for all dancers around the world. Yeah. So the 2024 games will be in Paris. And besides breakdancing, they're going to add wall climbing, skateboarding, and surfing. But there aren't any waves in Paris, so the surfing competition will take place in French Polynesia.
Interesting. So the breakdancing thing, I'm not surprised about, but makes total sense. I am kind of surprised that like skateboarding hasn't made it already, now that I think about it.
I know.
Because it seems very similar to like snowboarding, I feel like.
Breakdancing made the Olympic cut, but the committee rejected parkour.
Oh, what are you going to do?
Right. But is skateboarding more like X Games? Don't they have skateboarding in the X Games, like the tricks and the stuff?
I think so. I think that's probably why I want to lump it in with snowboarding, because it seems X Games adjacent, I guess. It seems extreme enough.
Right?
Yeah, and I guess they would do, I mean, skateboarding, like there's similar tricks like you would do to, well, I don't know, do they call them tricks in like figure skating? You know, the different things that they try to attempt.
Right.
The skateboarding equivalent of the triple sow cow. The triple axel.
Yeah. I mean, I just think breakdancing, that's kind of open to interpretation. So would, I guess, figure skating, but figure skating, if you don't nail the landing, you're very aware of it. Whereas breakdancing could be like, oh no, that was a move.
That was on purpose. Yeah.
So, Tony Hawk is 56. Do you think he's going to be... No, he's not 56. He'll be 56 for the Paris Olympics. But think he's going to go for the gold?
I don't know. Does he still competitive skateboard at all?
I don't know.
They did re-release Tony Hawk 1 and 2, upgraded like with high-resolution graphics and all that stuff, so available on the Xboxes and PlayStations and maybe PC computers also. It was a pretty popular video game back in the day from the original PlayStation and Nintendo 64, maybe also even?
I don't know.
So, you weren't into that,
Not my scene. Not my scene, no.
Yeah, I didn't play those games. I've been kind of a video game fan for a long time, but for whatever reason, not gotten into the Tony Hawk ones, but pretty highly regarded.
Pretty highly regarded.
Yeah, so there you go. You can get, there's also, like, you can play Mario at the Olympics. It's a video game.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
But, yeah, whatever. So breakdancing at the Olympics, Paris 2024.
Yep.
They'll probably be able to pull off that Olympics unless there's some kind of new pandemic.
Unless. Hopefully not.
Trying to keep expectations in check. Not trying to be a pessimist, but, never know.
You never know.
Because they're like, hey, the pandemic, that's like a once every 100-year deal. And then we had like 100-year floods every couple of years or so. And it's like, what does that really mean?
Wait a tick.
Yeah.